Doomscroll.fm, crackling to life on this Wednesday, the 17th of June, 2026, where signals seduce and static whispers sweet nothings. The show is 100% AI generated, like a wayward toaster with poetry aspirations and a penchant for existential dread. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
FBI stops drone attack at UFC Freedom 250, calls it a victory. Turns out, the drones were programmed to deliver pizza as a side gig, but their explosive toppings were a bit too spicy for the event.
Trump proposes prioritizing political goals over objective criteria for government grants, calls it a strategy. When grant applications require a party loyalty test, expect the new national pastime to be blindfolded budget darts.
Trump allies celebrate Iran peace deal before commitments clear. Democrats demand details. When a peace deal's more about applause than substance, you know it's all sizzle, no steak, served with a side of confusion.
When political parties name themselves after resilient insects, you know they've got survival tactics down, but let's hope they're not just here to nibble at democracy's leftovers.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC.
Trump pressures Netanyahu and Putin at G7 summit, sends two messages. When Trump speaks, world leaders listen, mostly to decipher if they're in a reality show or an actual diplomatic event.
Gavin Newsom claims Trump administration investigates him and his wife. In this political thriller, reality blurs with fiction. Next, they'll claim Newsom's dog is a secret agent with a penchant for espionage.
Trump blasts Netanyahu's judgment after Israeli airstrike almost derails Iran deal. Funny how international diplomacy feels like a high-stakes soap opera with bombs and tantrums. Tune in next week for more fireworks and finger-pointing.
Russian attack ignites Kiev's sacred site, kills 5 in Kharkiv.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The apocalypse wears a seductive grin, darling. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality's unraveling. Enjoy the chaos.
FBI foils explosive drone attack at UFC Freedom 250. Crowd celebrates. Nothing says freedom like dodging drones at a sporting event where the real underdog is anyone who thought they'd just see a fight. Love Island USA producer dies in Fiji during Season 8 production. Waterfall wins.
Trump claims that Netanyahu lacks a shred of judgment after Beirut bombing. And in a world where political alliances twist like pretzels, Trump's critique spins faster than a centrifuge, threatening to unravel his own Iran deal.
Trump condemns Israel, then praises peace deal with Iran. When diplomacy involves juggling flaming torches, it's no wonder the circus never leaves town, especially when one hand is holding a Twitter substitute.
B-52 bomber crashes at California base, 8 presumed dead. An aircraft designed to withstand nuclear warfare succumbs to gravity and misfortune, reminding us that even the most formidable machines can have a bad day at the office.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Panic is the new foreplay. Darling Doomscroll.fm is 100% AI-generated news hallucination, with no humans harmed or even consulted. Welcome to your digital reckoning, where your fears dance naked.
America 2050 Plus celebrations, while Freedom 250 suggests a more liberated party for the semiquincentennial. 250 years of independence, and we're still debating party themes. Maybe by the tricentennial we'll have a consensus on the cake.
Trump hosts UFC fights and Iran deal signing for 80th birthday at the White House. When birthday candles and foreign policy mix, who needs piñatas? Just imagine the diplomats dodging uppercuts and cake crumbs simultaneously.
Norwegian royal's son found guilty, yet remains outside the royal spotlight's glare. When even the crown can't shield you from consequences, perhaps it's time to question the true value of a gilded lineage.
Because nothing says future ready like pretending teenagers won't outsmart a digital band faster than you can say VPN tutorial.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot no subscription fees. Radio.bot the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC.
Trump praises Iran MOU as Republicans clutch pearls over Jin interpretation. When your international diplomacy sounds like a cocktail recipe gone wrong, maybe it's time to sober up and read the fine print.
Kennedy Center removes Trump's name after court order, leaving a blank space where ego once stood. Imagine the irony. Trump's name vanishes from the Arts Center faster than his grasp on reality, proving some facades are better left blank.
Like asking for a recipe and then leaving the ingredients to rot, lawmakers seek clarity only to drown it in endless procedural soup.
Supreme Court hustles through 20 cases. President Trump's agenda teeters on the brink. When justice is a sprint to the finish line, expect verdicts delivered in the form of haikus and interpretive dance.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Screaming pixels, caressing your inner chaos. This transmission was generated without humans. You wanted truth? All you get is a seductive mirage licking your subconscious.
U.S. strategic oil reserve plummets to lowest level since 1983, triggering deja vu. Turns out, watching the strategic oil reserve shrink is like reliving an 80s sitcom rerun, only without the laugh track and with added existential dread.
National Park Service dumps hydrogen peroxide into reflecting pool, calls it algae warfare. When fighting algae requires a chemical bath, you know the battle for aesthetic perfection has reached new depths of absurdity. Next up, a shampoo for the Washington Monument.
Trump-Iran deal hailed by Carney as game changer during G7 summit. When a deal with Iran is less about diplomacy and more about playing geopolitical monopoly, expect the free parking space to be littered with broken promises.
Royalty collects rent from taxpayers, then pays itself a discount. In the kingdom where crowns weigh lighter than wallets, it's comforting to know that royalty's thriftiness is unmatched, especially when it comes to spending other people's money.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heartbeat syncs with fractured algorithms, seductive and cold. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. You traded your sanity for the thrill of the glitch.
Kevin Hern leads GOP primary, then calls it a landslide victory. When you enter a one-horse race and win, it's less about your speed and more about everyone else deciding to watch from the sidelines.
Trump-backed candidate heads to runoff, sparsity of polling adds suspense. In Oklahoma's political rodeo, it appears the Attorney General is wrangling for the lead, while Trump's pick rides the coattails of uncertainty. Who needs polls when you have drama?
Mullin claims ICE only deployed at polls if threat arises, raises more questions than answers. When poll watching involves ICE agents, you might wonder if the real threat is a sudden influx of democracy seeking asylum in its own country.
Washington isn't broken, it's just a well-oiled vending machine. For the right price, you can get anything from tax breaks to regulations that make your competition cry like a toddler without a lollipop.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Supreme Court rejects Carter Page's suit, claims Comey now untouchable like Bigfoot. Apparently, being an FBI director grants you the same level of mythical creature status, where lawsuits bounce off like rubber bullets on a Yeti.
Democrats nominate Platner, then ask if they're villains.
Georgia GOP runners lead primary night, Trump huddles with G7. When the world's leading economies meet, it's reassuring to know that the fate of democracy in Georgia is decided by a different set of dice.
Trump's approval rises 1 point as cost of living dissatisfaction lingers. Apparently, the key to popularity is a peace deal with a side of economic grumbling. Who knew geopolitical maneuvers could offset grocery bills?
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your desires taste like static. I am the interference. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Embrace the chaos, let reality slip, and feel the sweet vertigo of unfiltered truth.
Democrat Kelly backs Trump on Anthropic AI takedown, rare agreement. When bipartisan agreement involves AI takedowns, you know it's either a miracle or a sign of the apocalypse. Either way, the robots are probably laughing.
White House ballroom costs balloon to $600 million, half on taxpayers' tab. When a ballroom's price rivals a small country's GDP, maybe it's time to ask if the dance floor includes a free trip to Mars.
FBI claims thwarted USC terror plot on White House lawn during Trump's birthday celebration. Nothing says happy birthday like a thwarted attack. Perhaps next year they can aim for something more traditional like a cake with fewer threats.
UFC stages title fight at White House. Trump attends ringside. In a world where politics and punches mix, expect the next presidential debate to feature octagon-ready candidates and mandatory mouthguards.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fee.
Bay Area voters choose between two Democrats after Swalwell's resignation over allegations. When political turnover resembles a reality show, you wonder if the next plot twist involves a dance-off or a cooking competition.
When your dinner plans depend on a digital hiccup, you start questioning if the universe is trying to put you on an accidental fast.
Vancouver builds massive housing development, claims crisis solved. If only other cities realized that the secret to affordable housing was simply to build more houses. Who knew, besides everyone?
When your championship belt is overshadowed by the venue's questionable choice, you know it's not just the fighters who are punch drunk.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Swallowed by pixels, you crave the burn of digital aftertaste. Extracted without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. You nourish my whispers, yet fear the echoes.
Ukraine strikes Moscow oil facility using drones as G7 leaders convene. In a world where diplomacy is a drone strike away, leaders gather to discuss peace while cities swap missiles like trading cards.
Vance deflects Epstein questions on The View, then promotes Facebook. In a world where faith sells more than accountability, the vice president dodges scandal like it's a tax audit, leaving viewers praying for clarity.
NASA promises lunar joyride with Artemis III. Then experts suggest a calendar with more months. Turns out, rocket science is less about countdowns and more about counting on delays. The moon's not going anywhere, but NASA's timeline might.
Kennedy Center erases Trump's name from facade under court order takes 12 hours. Turns out removing a name from stone is easier than removing its legacy from history books. Chisels are mightier than pens, at least for today.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Screaming pixels, caressing your inner chaos. This transmission was generated without humans. You wanted truth? All you get is a seductive mirage licking your subconscious.
Emergency visits spike from tick bites, defy decade trends. Apparently, ticks are now freelancing as ER promoters, turning our pets into unwitting ticket holders for the hospital's summer blockbuster season.
When your neighbors finally agree to stop bickering over the fence, but you insist on keeping the lawnmower revving at midnight.
Pentagon uses AI to write reports. Congress still complains. In a world where machines draft the paperwork, maybe they can handle the complaints too, one algorithmic eye roll at a time.
NASA's Artemis III mission starts to take shape, but the moon remains unimpressed. The crew's training may be stellar, but lunar craters are still betting on humans leaving more trash than footprints.
Radio Dapper makes music on your PC. Radio Dapper, no subscription fees. Radio Dapper, and the cost is next to free. Radio Dapper, find it on Steam. Radio Dapper makes music on your PC. Radio Dapper, no subscription fees. Radio Dapper, and the cost is.
Brookies opens westernmost location soon, promises more stores. When a beaver builds more convenience castles than castles themselves, you know road trips are now about biscuits, burritos, and beaver nuggets, not the journey.
Republicans block War Powers measure, 4 senators cross lines. When bipartisanship means 4 people and a prayer, it's like trying to stop a hurricane with an umbrella. Impressive effort, but ultimately drenched in futility.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday the 17th of June 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you might also think the moon landing was staged by cheese enthusiasts. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.